going on, you guys, and welcome back to another video. And I'm back with Mr. Nightmare, and if you're new, welcome to my channel. My name is Shy, and this is 3 disturbing true computer virus stories. My guess is someone's gonna hack, click a link, they're gonna steal all your files. That's for the psychopathic hackers. Okay, with the music.
I'm sure we've all gotten computer viruses at some point in our lives, ranging from basic malware to Trojan horses. I was one day going through my school email when I was a teenager.
That's like that, right? 2003.
Random, suspicious-looking email.
2005.
Apparently a job offer, or rather an offer for an interview for a summer internship position with this company I'd never heard of. There was a link at the bottom of the email that said it led to the company's website, so I clicked on it. A new web browser opened.
Don't click on
the web page never loaded. The loading bar was stuck at like halfway, and the mouse cursor had the loading symbol as well, but it just wouldn't ever load.
Hacker.
It was only a white screen. After refreshing the page a few times, leading to nothing, I closed the page and deleted the email. The next day after school was when I noticed my computer was working overall much slower. It took a while to start up, it took a while for programs to open. Sometimes the mouse would even freeze for a few seconds. It was extremely aggravating.
Just throw it away.
I attempted to do a disk cleanup to speed it up, but it didn't do anything. I tried restarting it a few times. Nothing either. So I decided to use my mom's desktop computer in the basement to do my homework. The next time I turned on my computer, things were a lot worse. A pop-up kept coming up on my screen that I'd never seen before. It kept saying in all capitals, "error, error," and every time I tried to exit out, another one would pop up. My mouse was locked to the window, meaning I couldn't move the cursor anywhere outside of the little window.
Okay.
At this point, I knew I had some kind of virus. This was the most aggressive virus I'd ever seen. I pressed Control-Alt-Delete repeatedly until it finally responded, and I was able to bring up the task manager and restart the Explorer, which actually fixed the issue. I was able to use my laptop again. So first thing I did was rush to download an antivirus program and hope that it would detect whatever was on my computer. The program did detect a large number of viruses and malware on my laptop, so I purchased the full version so that it could perform a deep, thorough cleaning of my computer. After a couple hours of me playing StarCraft on my computer, the program alerted me that the scan was complete and the viruses had been removed. My laptop didn't exactly go back to normal working speed after that. Days later, I had a new suspicious email when checking my school email account. It was titled, "Open this now." I guess I'm a fool for choosing to open it after just getting a virus that I suspected was from that first suspicious email. Upon opening the email, I realized it was blank, and that there was a .zip file attached. The contents were unknown to me, but I didn't want to open it and find out what it was, so I deleted the email and went about my day. However, a few hours later, the next time I got back on my laptop, another error message kept popping up on my screen like last time. This time it said, "You didn't open your email," in all capital letters. I Control-Alt-Deleted myself out of the pop-up once again, with my heart now racing. I opened my email again, and there was another new email, again titled, "Open this now," this time in all capital letters. Feeling threatened, I opened the email and downloaded the content. It was a collection of videos of me through my webcam.
Oh no.
It was just me sitting there using my laptop. I don't want to get into detail, but I felt sick to my stomach when I realized the video captured me doing some embarrassing things.
Oh, I know.
Along with the videos was a text document containing only my address. There was one more video in a separate folder. It was taken inside of a van speeding past my parents' house, and the creepy man's laughter could be heard over the sound of the wind blowing into the car. I placed a piece of tape over my webcam, saved all of my important files to a bunch of flash drives, and did a factory reset of my computer. Before doing that, I replied to the email that I was getting about. And that's what my parents and I did. We reported the emails and evidence to the police, and they said they'd use their forensics team to find the culprit.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the this hacker really knew what he was doing, because they weren't able to track him.
He blocked everything. Well, that's gotta be embarrassing. And creepy at the same time. Ugh.
I'd say this happened around 5 years ago. This game came out that I really wanted, but didn't want to drop $60 on it. So I may have looked for ways to download it for free. I found some website off Google. It had some quick text tutorial on how to download the game for free, involving simply clicking the download button at the bottom of the page.
It's too good to be true, man.
The program started installing. By the time it finished, I opened the folder, but there was no game in the folder. It was just a bunch of weird text documents, so I already knew I was scammed. I deleted the folder from my computer at once, and that was that. Or at least I thought it was. After that, I'd periodically start hearing these weird sound effects and short 20-second cartoonish songs playing in the background on my computer. I tried to find what could be causing it in the task manager, but I couldn't. So I restarted my computer, and that seemed to fix it at least for a little bit. But then, as the week progressed, I noticed more and more stuff acting up. I'd get bizarre pop-ups, and random Internet Explorer tabs would open with sketchy websites and advertisements. My antivirus program wasn't doing anything to fix the issue, so I was planning on taking it somewhere to get it looked at the next day. In the meantime, I turned the computer off for a couple hours and just did other things with my day. When I returned to my room to prepare for bed, I turned the computer back on to see if anything had maybe changed. Upon signing into my account and getting to the desktop, I was greeted with something I wasn't expecting. My desktop wallpaper had been changed to some grotesque, horrific creature standing outside of someone's window. I nearly fell back in my seat as I saw this. No one in my family could have done this, as I have always had passwords on all of my devices. I turned my computer off by holding the power button for a few seconds this time. I didn't turn it back on that night. I planned on bringing it to the Geek Squad first thing in the morning before I had class. I went to sleep early since I didn't have my laptop to really do anything on. I woke up at some bizarre hour. It was still completely pitch black outside. I woke up startled from something, but I didn't know what it was. Not until I heard it again. It was a loud, aggressive bang at my window. I looked at my window, which had the blinds angled half closed. I somehow gathered the courage to get up and twist the rod, angling the blinds open completely. I saw something taped to the glass on the other side. I took my phone and rose the screen up to the window, revealing the same picture as what had been set as my desktop wallpaper. I didn't see who put it there. I didn't care. I went to get my dad and show him. When he saw the picture, he went under his bed to grab his gun and stormed outside. He screamed at the top of his lungs that if whoever was out there ever came back, he'd unload the entire clip into their skulls. The next day, the picture on the window was gone. I took my laptop to the Geek Squad, and the two workers who were helping me said my computer was flooded with different types of malware. And after I told them my story, they were convinced I got a virus from trying to download that game, which apparently opened the door for new viruses. This somehow led to me becoming a target of some serious hacker who, to this day, I still don't know why they targeted me.
Now they got...
I didn't get my laptop back for 2 days. They worked their magic, and my computer was once again clean. I think my dad scared off whoever was stalking me. Just knowing how protective my dad is, and the fact that he has a gun, was the only reason I was able to sleep after that.
Yeah.
I'm currently 26 years old. So this happened 3 years ago, because I know I was 23 at the time. It was my last semester in college. I had to do an extra semester to fit all my credits. I was doing really poorly in one of my coding classes, so I used some forums a lot to help. I was reading a specific post regarding C++, and some deleted user posted a link to an archive folder allegedly containing answers to the textbook problems that I was currently working on. That was actually a godsend given my current situation, so I downloaded it. Not that I ever condone cheating. I was just undergoing an unbelievable amount of stress with this class. I used WinRAR to decompress the folder and view the contents. Interestingly enough, There was another compressed folder inside the folder I just decompressed. When I tried to decompress this one as well, I saw it was password protected. In one of the text documents titled README, it said to obtain the password, run the file titled run.exe. I checked the folder and saw there was in fact a file called run.exe, so I ran it.
And never clicking, that's too good to be true.
My computer made a weird noise. For half a second, a small blank window popped up, then disappeared. Nothing else happened. So I tried running it at least 3 more times. But when nothing happened, I gave up and put the folder into the recycle bin. It wasn't until the middle of the night that something else happened. I woke up to a screaming sound from inside my room. I nearly shat myself. I found myself pushing up against the wall at first, dazed and confused. I saw the light of my laptop screen glimmering through the closed lid. The screaming sound seemed to be coming from my laptop as well. See, I keep my laptop on overnight, just plugged in, but I always keep the screen closed. I didn't understand how the laptop screen could be on or how it could be making noise if the lid was closed. The sight and sound emitting from my laptop in the middle of the night was surreal. I felt scared approaching it to turn it off. When I opened the screen, my desktop wallpaper was changed to a disturbing, screaming face of this horrible creature. It was nightmarish. All my desktop icons were gone, and the taskbar was red. I couldn't move the mouse, and pop-ups shortly started appearing, all of them saying run, all as that horrible screaming continued.
Run?
I held the power button on my laptop until it turned off, and I unplugged the cord. Obviously I knew I had a virus, but that was just something else. I booted my computer into safe mode the next morning and restored it back to an earlier date, and that did the trick. But a few days later, I received something in the mail with no return address. Inside the envelope was a big printed picture of that screaming face. On the back it said, run. I crumpled it up and threw it in the trash, which was a mistake because it could have been used as evidence. But I never received anything else in the mail after that. When I think back now, I wonder if that .exe file wasn't named run as in telling you to run the file, but rather it meant run.
No. I don't trust no link. I don't trust no free this, free that. Too good to be true kind of links. Links that just seem suspicious are links that off a corrupted site. No, you just don't do it. You just don't do it. No. And I remember those days when you get the viruses. Ad after ad after ad after ad after ad. I know what I'm about. So thank you guys for tuning into this video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you are new. And thank you. And have the most awesome day. Until next time, guys.